informative speech. We would like to learn something from you. So, what's the purpose? In short, you are turning information into knowledge for an audience. You might say you're the enlightener in otherwise dark age. Effective public speakers filter, organize, and illustrate information in order to reach small audiences with messages tailored for them. As far as techniques of informative speaking, you want to define a specific informative purpose. Tell the audience what they will learn. Create information hunger. You want to provide a compelling reason for your audience to listen and to learn from your speech. Make it interesting. Make it easy to listen as well. You want to limit information. You should use familiar information to increase understanding of unfamiliar. In other words, don't use too much jargon. And you want to use simple information to build to more complex information. Use clear, concise language. Once again, avoid jargon. You should have a clear organization and structure. When you give a speech in this class, you want to have an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. It's important to understand that people like familiarity. Keep it as close to what a lot of people know as possible. You want to use your supporting material effectively. How does it make your points? Do you emphasize your important points? Use repetition, use signposts. And generally, if you were speaking in front of a live crowd, you want to generate audience involvement. You want to personalize your speech. You can use audience participation, and it is also a good idea to have a Q&A period. Other techniques, you can use visual aids to help support your ideas and provide a bit of color to your speech. In these visual aids, they can be charts, handouts, flipboards, other electronic media. The key is remember they're an aid, not the star of the show. So in the case of our class, you will be giving your speech virtually. You can still use charts, flipboards, that sort of thing. They just have to be clear and easy to see. So some final important points. One of the most important things is to be yourself. In fact, you want to reveal yourself as much as you're comfortable to your audience. Audiences want to relate to you, and it's just how we interact. I'm the same as anybody else. As much as possible, you want to be entertaining. For some people, this is easier than for others. Once again, use of visual aids can be very helpful in this endeavor. Nobody likes to be bored. Plus, nobody has any attention span. So, final important points. Interact with the audience as much as you can. As this class is online, it's a little more difficult than when you're in class to interact. On the other hand, you won't be intimidated by the sea of faces. You don't have to hone in on one friendly one. Something to keep in mind always if you're speaking, whether online or in person, nobody cares as much as you do. Obviously, as the teacher, I will be grading it and I will be paying attention. But generally speaking, if you're speaking in front of 25 people, 21 of them will be thinking about something else. You should speak conversationally when you speak. You want to practice, but not too much. You don't want to sound like a robot. Use the slides to lead you through your presentation. When I do presentations, a lot of times I'll have key indicating words to kind of let me know what I should be talking about. And the last, and this is the most important thing that when I teach speaking to anybody, I tell them, preparation is important. And I'm not talking about preparing like doing the speech over and over. I'm talking about preparation relative to your subject matter. The more thoroughly you know your subject, the easier it is to speak on it. This is the case if you do it online. This is the case if you do it in person. If you feel that you're being nervous or you're not very good at speaking, know what you're talking about subject matter wise, and it'll make your life a lot easier.